This one you see is a robot vacuum cleaner washing with rotating mops. Well, here we have something new, namely a floor cleaner with roller. This is the X8 Pro by Ecovacs, and introduces in this model for the first time a rotating roller that takes up a bit, obviously, hand floor cleaner. What we are seeing in the market, the new T-Boat X8 Pro comes out on February 10th, and I have already published it at the launch price on offer on Amazon, on Telegram channels, and on the Mr. Coupon application that I recommend you to download for Android and iOS. Completely renewed in the design and colors of the self-emptying and self-cleaning base, which, however, basically takes the technologies of the X5 Pro, with the difference that now for washing we no longer have rotating mops, but roller technology is introduced. It should be noted that it is not the first robot to have introduced this technology, but it is the first in the series of Botrolo, obviously, which is active and allows you to get out of the burglary to go to optimize edges and corners. Basically, many companies, including D-Bot, are trying this technology to improve cleaning, given that handheld floor scrubbers are equipped with a roller, not a mop. From a technical point of view, a roller is much more efficient since it can turn faster, and on the one hand go to load clean water via these nozzles, and on the other hand to go and discharge the dirty water on the other side. We have therefore seen what the technology is, what is new about the roller, and how it works in a really particular way as it has been studied. Then we will also see it later for washing, etc. But the thing that also distinguishes this X8 series is that even the station is totally different, not so much in the functions, but in the aesthetics. And above all, the shape also changes. We basically have the dirty water and the clean water tanks, respectively, of 4 liters, which are now part of the structure. And when we go to remove them, as you can see, the chassis changes. So it's totally different than before. The station, therefore, now appears more elegant, or above all, even a little more squared in what are, let's say, the shapes of this new station, which in my opinion is also more beautiful, especially in terms of quality, also because above all, what distinguished the Series X5 is the quality of the plastics of the base, which was not. High quality, especially black ones, where they looked more like raw plastics. We have a better workmanship here. We now have bronze inserts that go to take both the clips for dirty water and clean water, and both regarding the logo and the bottom we find a dust bag, which of course goes to collect dust from the robot itself. But finally here we find what is the robot detergent dispenser that will automatically mix with water. And by the way, even here, we have a sensor that tells us if it is exhausted or not. The application always presents itself the same, where we have the opportunity to enter. And above all, thanks to obviously 2 fingers, we have the opportunity to switch from on model O Dudon model 03 .de. This is really interesting because if we go to see the floor plan of the house, it's perfectly identical. And here there are no errors with the mirrors, absolutely are detected. From the AIVI 3D system, which is really precise, especially also in avoiding obstacles. The menu is really easy to use. We have 4 suction powers, I remind you, up to 18,000 pascals. Thanks also, however, to the roller system only suction. Suction to wash, wash after suction. And this is nothing new. We have 50 levels of water customization, of course, which is dispensed, of course, thanks to an internal tank. So you don't have to go to the station. There are 3 different cleaning maps, whether standard, deep, or efficient, from 3 liters, of course. Of course, we remember that the station basically does not change from the previous one. It always allows you to dry with hot air at 65 degrees in the roller to carry out the washing according to. But the interesting thing is that this, depending of course on the rooms it cleans, goes to adjust the washing temperature. Because yes, this robot, like other Kovacs, wash with hot water from a minimum of 43 degrees up to 75. The X8 Pro moves very well and moves close to the edges without any problem, but in the corners noted greater difficulty because as I noticed in this case, Colmocho managed to go in this corner the old X5 Pro. While this fails with regard to navigation, it also performs well in detecting objects including cables and other small products that leavens quietly. Sometimes it goes very close to it, moves it a little, but it is still very sensitive, and the sensitivity can be increased. Advantage is that it manages to sneak practically anywhere being very low, and anyway, having no protrusions, manages to go under the sofa and under my bookcase without any problem, while others really get there. For a matter of millimeters, the washing performance of the roller is really excellent, almost like a normal wash. And this I noticed both with liquid stains and more stubborn stains. He manages in a few times to pass and remove almost everything. Among other things, its technology, like the LX5 Pro, previously allowed it to be autonomous, that is, alone to pass several times to remove that stain. While the floor that remains, that residues like grains of rice or not, having a very fast brush, sometimes tends to move them and throw them, while if they are in its trajectory, it vacuums them quietly. What about the ones he throws? Obviously, it's going to take a little longer, but with the suction power, it can remove almost everything. Many grains of rice. I only had two left, one that got stuck in the drain and the other almost near the carpet. It also washes very well on wavy streaked floors like you see here, and at most it really manages to dispense a lot of water, still going to be really effective, so effective on stains. And anyway, on dirt, although what is known compared to other competitors is a bit slower in the navigation system if you go to set deep, otherwise you should set to shift algorithm. In terms of efficiency, it is still slower than some other competitors. Plus, he has a dedicated voice control. You don't have to use Alexa, Google, Agni, Kucha, Desobikov, PT, which is evolving and should also allow us to have a slightly more human approach. Okay? I say, come to me, come to me. He will now locate me with the camera that, by the way, we can use for video surveillance and will come to clean, of course, in my area. Now he's turning around to see where I am. Look how easily he spots me and come wash up here. Among other things, he is able to operate even in the dark, thanks to the really advanced system on the front. Let's see if it is also able to remove such stains, as burger sauce increased suction on its own. Since he detected the dirt, let's see if he can remove the dirt. Also because he pulled it with him a little, so he brought it all the way here. So go back to the stain, let's see what happens. He should have recognized it. In fact, he is passing intelligently because he saw the stain on the ground. He still managed to clean very, very well in the first part. And well, I have to be honest, he really took it all away. It is likely that, however, will make other steps truly complement. On the cleaning side, the roller works and also well. In the meantime, we analyze the wash base, which is a bit dirty like all wash bases, but is completely dry. I remind you that the washing base can be separated. And some had the problem of leaving water residue. I don't see anything here. Going to remove the tray, I will show you that this is a residue from before and how the washing of the roller works. As you can see, he passed again on the stain before, and the result is really exceptional. Bravo, bravo, bravo. About this, nothing to say there. X8 is currently on sale on Amazon. In the description, I leave you the link, and you could opt for Amazon so that if you do not find there is a defect, or in any case the robot does not behave well, you can return it. I found several bugs that were fixed today with a firmware update. Under the performance side, suction and washing, really, there is nothing to say. The navigation is a little slower than the others, and with the mop, I have to be honest, in some tighter corners, he managed to get where he can't with the roller, even if this roller has the possibility to extend beyond the chassis of the same thanks to the TruEdge technology. As for the suction, excellent power, leaves no residue. The only thing it does is maybe it can throw a few grains of rice because of the brush spinning really fast. For the rest, it has behaved really very well. I haven't noticed any bugs or anomalies that I have. Instead, on the previous series, it seems to have perfected itself. It needs to be perfected a little more. The firmware of the app, while regarding the dirty water and clean water, I noticed a slightly higher consumption. If you set it to maximum than the classic floor cleaner with mop, it is probably due to all those nozzles that continue to irrigate, say, the roller, even if the washing, I equal to others with a single pass, is greater. This is there. It has to be said, it is absolutely true, and I cannot say otherwise. The roller actually manages to wash better, and with a water flow, a change of recirculation of dirty water and clean water greater. Among other interesting, the fact that they finally put a dispenser for obviously the detergent. We've been waiting for it for a long time, and they finally put it in. I have to be honest, at the launch price, it is not even much higher than competitors out there. While the full piece was 1,003 and 99 was a bit high, but going to place itself at just over 1,000 euro has a lot to offer. Like the other competitors, the voice system, the voice assistant, I say, which in this case is improved with GPT. I have not noticed, at least so far, this difference. I'll probably have to wait. If you have any questions, let me know in a comment below. If I have positive and negative updates, you will go to put below any defect. Obviously, support this video with a comment and with a like, and I will continue to make videos about robot vacuum cleaners.